right, so what I want to talk about tonight is how a blind creature can effectively explore every corner of a map and find all of the best spots in it. Which probably doesn't make a lot of sense, because if you're anything like me and you've ever planned a trip, before you leave your house, you looked at a number of these, though maybe electronic ones, paper ones are kind of going out of style, appreciate. But you know where you're going, you know the route you're taking, you know the time it's going to take you, and you definitely know all the hot spots because you looked at the reviews online. But a blind creature doesn't have the ability to look at maps, and he doesn't look at reviews. If he leaves his house, he's going on an effectively random walk through his space. And while that random walk, he might have started out in a beautiful woodlands where he was great, he's just as likely to wind up on a beach sipping margaritas as is to be in a mountain range by an active volcano. And now I'm not a volcanoist, so I'm not going to judge what's good for our creature, but there's a problem with taking a random walk. If you have ever had a 36-hour flight with 4 connections, you know, once you get there, you're done. You're not moving again. And that's kind of the deal for our blind creature. If he ever moves, he's stuck where he finds himself. And for all of you who have ever gone and gotten a discount hotel online, which had great reviews, but you find out when you get there that it's a dump. You don't leave, do you? You make the most of it. And well, that's what our blind creature does when he explores his space. He makes the most of his experience. So he explores his neighborhood, and wherever he lands, he does as he can. And I'm not one to judge, because one man's trash is another man's treasure. If you've ever read a review of a restaurant that you've been to and just not agreed with it, that's fair, because we like different things. And if we want to know what's good for our creature, we just have to look at him. He'll tell us. He's explored every corner of this map, because through time, I told you he can't move, but when he's doing well, he's going to have lots of babies, because, you know, they don't have any problems with the meaning of life. They don't ask, why am I here? It's all about the kids, let's be honest. So their happy fat babies are exploring their neighborhoods, and generation over generation, they're going out, boldly exploring new places, and they will reach every corner. And the good spots are the ones where they still exist. And that's why I think studying life and living systems is a beautiful thing. Because we don't need to think that hard. Life will tell us. It's tried so many different options, and it's the ones that are still left that work. But see, that's not where my talk ends, because I bet you don't know what creature I've been talking about. What is this blind creature? I'd be happy to hear what your guesses were after. But I'm not talking about any one creature. I'm actually not even talking about any living creature technically. I'm talking about DNA. I'm talking about our genomes. Our genomes walk blindly through the space of all possible options. Their children are mutants that go out. And those good mutants, if they land in a good spot of this genotype space, they succeed and they reproduce. I deal with a lot of math and numbers and letters, and it seems abstract, and for people who go out into the field and study living, charismatic things like pandas and jaguars and great tits, I guess I can't compare. Those are a bird, eh? I mean, they're another thing, but they're also a bird. I don't study those. I deal with math, but I'd like you to appreciate that this is all the same dynamics. I've given you an entire story about what I study, and as far as you were concerned, I was talking about a beautiful furry creature living in the woodlands or exploring the beach. At the end of the day, there are so many parallels in reality that no matter what you approach and how difficult it may seem, if you just spin the right light on it, if you remember that planning a trip is conceptually not very different from the realities of a blind creature walking through space, you can appreciate that even the most difficult subject is approachable and really wonderful.